What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is April 10th, 2024, and I am bringing you guys the Player Prop Shop parlay video for the day. What we're doing here is we're taking certain player props given to us from the Player Prop Shop. I'm scanning through them, finding what my favorites are for the day, and then bringing you guys a little parlay video. So we got a two-man here for you today. We're going to be building this on Sleeper. If you guys aren't on Sleeper, get on Sleeper. I'm going to say that every single time because that is where we are locking in these plays. We're also going to be taking this Anthony Edwards over 0.5 points as our third leg, even though it's not really the third leg. It's just a free pick for first-time depositors. That is an option for you guys. Just tap it on to any play that you guys want, really. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to tack it on to the end of our play. For Player Prop Shop, I'll highlight a little bit of what they are. So it's a service that provides you different write-ups for certain player props in different sports. They have different pay options, so you can get a day pass, month, week, year, whatever you guys are feeling, you can do that. But as you can see, we got some NBA, MLB, March Madness, not anymore, obviously. College basketball is done. NHL, PGA, and NFL. Let's see if they have some PGA today. They don't. Probably tomorrow, I would assume. Maybe later today, actually. They got any NHL for us? No NHL today. So mainly just MLB and NBA right now. I mean, we're getting pretty busy with MLB, so they got a lot here today. And then also the NBA. What we were building off of is this list. So let's go ahead and get into it for these plays. Obviously, I just read off of the prompts for you guys, and then I'm getting into my own statistical analysis as well in Props.Cash, kind of give you my best of both worlds, insights on both the analysis side and then also what they're giving us in the prompts. So for our first play, we are going Mikal Bridges over 2.5 3-pointers made. Bridges has been incredibly consistent, hitting the over on this line in 11 consecutive games before a slight hiccup against the Kings in his last outing. However, his performance over the last 10 games with an average of 3.7 3-pointers made suggests the dip was more of an anomaly than a trend. The Raptors have been allowing an average of 3.82 3-pointers to small forwards over their last 7 games, which aligns well with Bridges' strengths and recent performances. Given his proven track record of high-level play and the favorable matchup tonight, I'm fully confident in Bridges bouncing back from his recent dip. There's a strong case to be made for a betting on Bridges to hit the over tonight, expecting him to return to his usual form. So we love taking Mikal over threes. I take this line all the time, not even when Player Prop Shop recommends it. This is just a favorite line of mine. As you can see, he is very consistent with it. Mikal can have very weird games, though, where he'll just completely lack production on like all fronts. I don't necessarily really understand why. Maybe he's dealing with like injuries that aren't big enough to keep him out of the game, but he's just a little bit more passive when that's happening, especially at this point in the season when everyone's pretty banged up as it is. But regardless, he's very consistent with this line, and he puts up a lot of threes as well. Let's see if we can look at his 3-point attempts. Yeah, so he's averaging 8.2 per game over his last 30. So he's tossing that. I almost swore again. No swearing on YouTube. Yeah, he tosses the rock up a lot. But 80% in his last 15 games. Head to head, he's 3 for 4 against the Raptors. The Raptors are relatively weak on defense. They're 26th in the league against 3-pointers. They're giving up almost 14 a game. So I think that we can comfortably assume that Mikal is going to go over again. Let's see the head-to-head here. So all of it except one was this previous season. So pretty good. 2 out of 3 against the Raptors. So that is what we are taking for our first play. And then the second one, go back to the Google Doc. We got Max Struss over 3.5 assists. Struss has been truly on fire when it comes to dishing out assists, beating this line in the last 4 appearances and boasting an impressive average of 5.8 assists during that period. The upcoming matchup against the Grizzlies only adds to the appeal, as they've been allowing an average of 5 assists per game to small forwards over their last 7 games. While this presents a decent opportunity in itself, the real bet hinges on Struss's red-hot form. Given his current streak and the matchup dynamics, I'm brimming with confidence in Struss's ability to maintain his stellar performance. Betting on the over for Struss tonight seems like a no-brainer, expecting him to continue his exponential run or exceptional run. So going into the data on it, overall he is. I mean, recently he's playing a lot better than he has in the past, but it's statistically this is something that I would kind of tend to stick away or stay away from if he wasn't showing this kind of performance in his previous games. I mean, with him hitting 9 and the line only being 3.5, like that, the what I hate is when guys are just like maybe 2 below, and then when they go over, it's like 1 or maybe 2 above on a specific line. So like let's say this was a 5.5, 4.5. Yeah, so there's a good example. So if this was a 5.5 line, and we see that the majority of the time they're hitting at 3s and 4s, so 1 to 2 below. And then when they go over, it's just barely over. Like, I cannot stand those types of lines. But then when you go back down to here, where 3.5 is that, I believe that should be his normal line. But then production wise, when he can put up 6, 7, 8, 9, the ceiling for it is just so high that it makes a lot of sense to take the over in that specific scenario, especially going up against the Grizzlies. They're weak without Ja. They're nothing. So I do think that the prompt, what they were saying in the prompt, makes sense a lot for this matchup. But then I'm really focused on the 6, 8, 9 aspect of that. So over his last 5, he's averaging 5.8. And we need 4. So that's very comfortable. I like that line a lot. And that is what we are going for on the second leg of our parlay. And then, like I mentioned above, we are using this Anthony Edwards free line to boost this parlay a little bit. It's a 1.77x multiplier. So that is what we love to see. On these intro promo offers, they only allow you to put up a $20 bet. So essentially what we're doing for this one with the Ant line is taking $20 and turning it into 96.80. Good 4.8x multiplier for this one. So that is what we are doing for the player prop shop parlay today. Again, if you guys want to get in on this and build some of these on your own, I have a link in the description down below for you guys to get signed up on. Otherwise, I will continue to bring you guys my top 2 picks for the day. We're running low on NBA here coming into the playoff season. So as soon as that is over, I will pretty much strictly be going back to hockey and MLB while we have those available to us. So I'll start building out those. But for the time being, we're just sticking with NBA right now while we still have it. I love NBA. It's actually my best sport to bet on. So with that, that is what I have for you guys today. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, like, comment, let me know what you guys want some more of in these videos. I will be back for you guys tomorrow or maybe later tonight with some more. Probably I'll do another MLB video. Again, we did a hits one last night, and then obviously we will do the NBA one as well. That is what I got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.